Welcome to Strength Out of Struggle, a fit life with me, Kaz Abrams. This is episode 23, and we're doing something different. We're getting a lot of requests from people asking about the gems that have stood out in my conversations. So I put a bit of a compilation together, and I call this the 7 obstacles that can get in the way of you achieving your goals and dreams. These are the things that I've personally learned from my encounters with amazing people and throughout the podcast. Now, when you embark on your journey of personal change, you may encounter 7 common obstacles. Avoid these and increase your chances of achieving your goals. Obstacle number 1, you expect fast results. If you expect fast results and don't get them, you lose the ability to believe that your goal is possible to achieve. Never underestimate the power of patience when it comes to setting up and working towards a goal. It's your patience that keeps your journey on track. Obstacle number 2, you see failure as a sign to give up. I have failed so many times in my life, I tell you. It's tough, but not impossible to pick yourself up and start all over again. When you are facing failure, or you have failed, it is the moment in your life when you have the most control. Only you have the power to choose how failure will impact on your life. You can choose to see it as a sign to give up, or you can choose to pick yourself up and start again. It's literally all up to you. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself to keep moving past your failures toward your goals. Question number 1, what was the reason for my failure? What can I learn from this and how can I improve? 2, what did I want to pursue this goal or dream to begin with? Number 3, what would I tell someone else if they were in my shoes? Obstacle number 3, you failed to plan for the unexpected. I say expect the unexpected because it normally happens. When we are not prepared for the unexpected and it happens, we let these events bring our world to a crashing halt. Preparing for the unexpected is how we best manage the goals we set for ourselves. The key steps to prepare for the unexpected are the following. Step 1, acknowledge the unexpected. Step 2, prepare for the unexpected by considering the following 2 questions. Number 1, how would you deal with the obstacles? 2, what steps would you take to overcome the hurdles? And those 2 steps are off step 2. Step number 3, commit to keep moving forward toward your goal or dream no matter what. Let's move on to obstacle number 4. You get bored with the daily grind. To achieve what you want in life, you have to commit to change and to doing things differently, to creating new habits, new thoughts, and new behaviors. Change does not happen overnight, guys. It comes as a result of daily repetition of the actions needed to move you closer to your goal. Now, I've trained a lot of successful athletes, world champions, and these successful athletes practice one technique or drill for many hours just to get that one thing right. That is the difference between being great or being ordinary. Be prepared for boredom, as there will be times when you just have to keep doing the same thing day in and day out just to get it right. Remember, discipline is the best form of self-love. Obstacle number 5, you don't visualize what is possible. If you want to increase your chances of achieving your goals, then visualization is where it all began. I remember being a young boy with all these pictures on my wall of the things that I wanted to do and be, and I would visualize me experiencing them. It's one of the most powerful exercises you can do to make changes in your life. Visualization works because your mind can't tell the difference between visualization or an actual event. It helps your brain to recognize what resources you will need to achieve your goals. I also tried a vision board. It's a way for you to bring your thoughts, dreams, and desires to life. When you're visualizing, you're doing 2 important things. 1, you create a visual space of possibility, which is the fuel driving your journey to achieving your goals. 2, with possibility comes hope and optimism. These positive feelings help you stay on track to success. And I also try to visualize while remembering one of my greatest moments or memories, maybe holding my child or a celebratory moment while visualizing, because you're attaching that emotion, and emotion emotes the action. Visualizing what is possible helps you to keep your eye on the big picture. When you lose sight of the big picture, you slowly lose your desire, your faith, your belief in yourself. Obstacle number 6, you're easily distracted by others and life events. When I'm feeling unhappy, I have low self-confidence or feel frustrated with myself, it's usually because I've been spending too much time comparing myself to other people and their successes and not focusing and staying in my lane. This does not serve me well. I've learned to recognize when I'm doing it and how to quickly shut that behavior down just by being aware of thoughts, because they creep up on you and can sidetrack you. So one of the tools I use to keep me on track is this beautiful Attitude of Gratitude journal. And in this book, I write down all the great things that have happened or are happening in my life that I'm grateful for. It helps me keep things in perspective. When you start to use excuses such as, this is not the right time, or my friends think that it's not a good idea, or too many others have done the same thing and it's not worked, you're moving further and further away from your goals. When you do this, you're at risk of accepting the short-term comforts of life over the long-term benefits of achieving your goal or dream in life. And finally, obstacle number 7, you set unrealistic steps to achieving your goals. If you're setting goals that you have never achieved before, then it is expected that part of you is not going to believe it's possible. Too often when we set our goals, we don't consider the steps we need to take to get us started and to keep us on track. Here's an example. As I'm training a lot of people and helping them lose weight or gain weight to get into the best shape of their life, losing weight is a goal many of us have set but not always achieved. Think about it. And I think one of the reasons why we start, stop, and then give up is because we focus on the total amount. Let's say you want to lose 10, 20, 30 kgs that we have to lose, and not the smaller amounts of like 100 or 200 grams per week. It's much easier to focus on losing the 100 and 200 or even the 10 grams a day than it is to focus on the 10 or 20 kg. Just remember, each step is the most important step that you'll ever take. So take action and identify these obstacles that will block you from achieving your goals. Once you've identified these obstacles, then 1, look for proof that your goals are realistic and achievable. 2, argue with your negative self. Tell it to take a hike. That all is awareness. Remember? God's source, good talk, positive talk. You the captain. 3, find a supporter to share your feelings with, your dreams. You only want to be around people that believe in all of these things coming true, that are not haters, because a hater will pull you down. You're the sum of all the people that you hang out with, so remember that. 4, acknowledge your past successes. Celebrate you. Guys, by avoiding these 7 common obstacles, you will find that your focus, discipline, commitment, courage, self-belief, and determination will flourish within you, and you cannot help but to succeed in all the things that you want to achieve in your life. I say, believe it, dream it, go for it, and keep reaching for the stars.